welcome to another episode of Daily Tribune's Straight Talk, where we tackle current issues that matter to each of us. This is GTRC.
Good morning. I am Chito Lozada. We are live on Daily Tribune's Facebook
So,
page
mangyayari daw, mag-iikot
and
daw sa
Tribune now on YouTube.
ako, sir, eh. Okay.
So we have here as our guest.
Yes, this
Gigi.
morning we have three guests again, like in last week, and they are also members of the India Business Forum. So, but now they are representing the agriculture sector.
Yes.
So first is Narendra Sagrolikar. So he's the country head of Indofil, Philippines. It's the a fungicide giant in the agri-chemical industry. So, Mr. Narendra, can you give us your first few words?
Indofil Philippines has started here for 5 years, but Indofil as a company is more than 50 years old, is back in India, and we are supplying crop protection chemicals across the world, more than 102 countries, and our direct operation started here in 2018. Now we are supplying for almost all the crops, including the multinational banana and pineapple companies. We supply them regularly, our fungicides as well as other products, and also rice, corn, vegetables, mango, all the crops we cover. Currently we have around 30 plus employees, and then very shortly by next year we are going to add another 30, so our strength will be in the range of 60 people across the Philippines archipelago.
So these are all Filipinos.
Yes, except me, all are Filipinos.
Okay. So our second guest, Shita, can you do the honor?
We have here Mr. Devadatta Sirdeshpande. Sirdeshpande. He is the executive president and general manager of Bioseed Research Philippines Inc. Mr. Sirdeshpande, can you tell us about?
So we could just call him
Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
He's here.
Yeah, he's here, yeah. Devadatta,
Dave.
yeah, Devadatta Sirdeshpande is my full name,
Ah.
so you can just call me Dev. And good morning to all.
Can you tell us about your company?
Yeah, so I come from Bioseed Research Philippines Incorporated. So this is the incorporated organization in the Philippines, and we are here in the Philippines for the last 30 years now. We started in 1992, and we are a part of the Indian large conglomerate, the DCM Sri Ram. And for the last 30 years, we have been serving the Filipino farmers. We deal with the two crops, rice and corn, which are the basic crops of the Philippines, and especially the hybrid seeds. Apart from the commercial seed selling, we also have our own research facilities, production facilities, and we have recently partnered with IRI for the genetically modified rice crops, especially to ensure the nitrogen use efficiency as well as the salinity efficiency of the hybrids. So we do the sales activities with our own distributors as well as the government units. And we have a strength of around 130 people working for us, and all are Filipinos. Apart from 130, we have another 250 who are under the agency roles, who are on the project basis. So it's a big organization. We have two facilities, one at General Santos, where is the processing facility, research location, and the production facility. And we have a satellite office at Cavayan, Luzon. And we cover Isabela, yes. We have a processing facility there. And we cover the entire Philippines and the Visayas.
So very well represented.
Yes.
North to south.
Yeah, north to
North
south.
to south.
Yes.
And yes, our third guest is the sales and marketing director of Jiyo Pumps. So we were talking a while ago, and Mr. Gauswami Jigar said that they are providing pumps to water districts, schools, local government units, among
And
others.
irrigation.
Yes, and Mr. Jigar here, mga katribo, is very fluent, you know. He's a multilinguist. Yeah, so he speaks English, Indian, of course, and the dialects.
Ilocano.
Ilocano and Visayan.
That's it.
So, Mr. Jigar, can you say your words about the Jiyo pumps in the Tagalog, in the Filipino
Sure.
language?
Thank you for that one. First of all, magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. Okay. I am representing the Jiyo pumps. Kami po ang manufacturer ng submersible pumps, motors, like riser pipes, casing pipes, yung accessories ng pumps motors, which is also yung required pa rin. So, we are manufacturer in India since 1999 po kami. Tapos, nag-supply po kami dito sa Philippines since last 5 years. For the Philippines, we are supplying yung katulad ng water districts. Pag walang water districts ang area ng lugar nila, may water works, which is under municipal. So, supply pa rin kami sa munisipyo ng water works and also the national irrigation. So, may requirement para sila ng tubig. So, we are supplying them national irrigations. And also, it's called driller. Sino ang gumagawa ng poso? So, they are also one of the clients kasi sila po ang supply sa tao. So, and aside from that one, nag-supply po kami sa nationwide. Basta yung as long as may tao dito sa Philippines, nag-available ang Jiyo pump sa all area ng Philippines. Hanggang sa Tawi-Tawi area, may client kami.
Kahit yung pinaka-dulo-dulo.
Yes, po, kahit po pinakadulo ng area ng Philippines, may client po kami. Tawi-Tawi Water District is also one of our clients. Nag-supply pa rin kami sa kanila. Yes po, kasi tawid dagat na yan. So, kaya we are supplying them also. Yung client namin nationwide, kaya our warehouse available, main warehouse namin is Bustos, Bulacan. That is our operational office full-time. And aside from that one, for North Luzon clients, for Kawayan, Isabela. So those clients are taga Tugigaraw, Ilocano, those clients nag-pick up sila or dahil sa warehouse namin dyan. Tapos meron pa rin kami warehouse San Pablo, Laguna. So those clients taga Luzon, taga South area, South Luzon area. So hindi na kailangan sila papunta sa Bulacan o Manila, dyan lang. Kasi dahil sa traffic, alam mo naman, mahirap mag-traffic and all. Same situation. And our another warehouse, it's located in Davao City for the Mindanao area. And recently we start our new operational warehouse. It's in Cagayan de Oro City warehouse. So those all are our fully operational warehouse. Aside from that one, also we are doing the seminar to the government. Like kasi hanggang na yung technology they are using, it's old. So nagturo pa rin kami sa kanila paano gagawa tayo ng bagong technology which is efficient sa water and all. So kaya upcoming March 22, may seminar pa kami sa Iloilo which is under WIEP. So those also we are our part of the company and meron po kami yung tao lahat namin 38 po sila yung sa office namin. Lahat po sila Pinoy.
But ang pinakamalaki is the 150
Yep.
Yes.
of Bioseed. Right.
150 employees.
Yes.
And they're all Filipinos.
All Filipino, except me, all are Filipinos.
Oh,
So it's like 150 plus 200.
so 1:150.
You can say yes.
Yeah. Okay, so, my question to Mr. Jigar. So, is the National Irrigation Administration your client?
Yep, ma'am. Yeah, those are our clients. We are supplying Region 6, full area of the Region 6, including Bohol, Cebu. These are our national irrigation clients.
Okay, so it's not in the whole country.
In the whole country also. Also, we are supplying Department of Agricultural.
Mhm.
What does the farms, the country's agriculture sector lack in terms of irrigation? Yes, there's a lot of projects that the government had initiated regarding irrigation, but it seems that none has taken off.
In that one, their projects are separate. What we are supplying them once they initiate the projects. After that one, when it comes to the water, so we are giving them plannings for the waters. Paano gagawin sila ng plano para sa yung tubig? Kasi once natapos na sila yung gumagawa ng poso, then kami mag-supply sa kanila. So those projects galing sa government. So those yung separate talaga. Kaya we are not part of that one. Nag-supply supply lang kami. Basta pagdating yung sa supply, kami po ang bahala sa lahat sa kanila po.
So, do you think there are more to be done in terms of, supplying water, whether for home purposes or commercial purposes or agriculture. Do you think marami pang kailangan gawin?
Definitely ma'am, yung sabi niyo marami pa rin gawin, that's true. Totoo yan. Kasi meron kami ang client which are those not, which I mentioned a while ago, it's not underwater districts dahil sa municipal. So still municipal, they are not able to, hindi na sila makaya nag-supply sa lahat ng barangay. So meron pa rin yung small barangay, sarili ng water works. So it's really need to be done by the government as much as they can make it more to help the tao.
Okay. So tanungin natin, let's ask Mr. Dave. You mentioned a while ago that you have a collaboration with IRI. So, can you medyo detailed? What are these collaborations?
Okay. So, if you look at the Philippines, the staple food of Philippines is rice. And if you look at the land mass that is available in the Philippines is limited. But the population is growing, you cannot grow the land mass. Now you need to have the hybrids which can yield better and which can be efficient with respect to their producibility is concerned. The money spent on producing a specific paddy or a specific rice hybrid has to be efficient enough to have more profits for the farmer as well as produce more to cater to the population of the Philippines. Now with the research facility that we have in the IRI, in partnership with IRI, what we are developing is some of the improved genetically modified rice hybrids which have the efficiency to use nitrogen better than any other hybrids, number one. We are developing also the hybrids which can tolerate the salinity, which is the major problem in the low-lying areas of the Philippines. Apart from that one, nutrition availability in a specific rice hybrid will also be improved to make sure that the population or the people of the Philippines gets better nutrition from those hybrids. So it's a time-taking process, and the development is now going on. And the reason for us to go fast on this roadmap is because of the facilities and the approval that we get very fast from the government of the Philippines.
Oh, so there has been no, you have been working with ease in terms of,
Yes.
getting permits
Yes.
or any requirements
Yes.
that the government.
Yes, comparatively, if you compare the Philippines and the other parts of the world, Philippines is much faster in giving the approvals for such an advanced technology than any other geographies.
Oh, that's a very good news.
And that's the reason why the golden rice was commercialized here in the Philippines before anybody could do it.
And has it been producing the right
Yes,
harvest?
yes. And in fact, even the genetically modified hybrid corn, the size of the Philippines, I mean, Philippines is the largest area where the adoption of the genetically modified corn hybrids are concerned, apart from US.
Okay, so
Before-
very interesting. So, but we'll get back.
Sure.
We'll ask you again, but let's give the
I guess, Gigi, we have to pause for a commercial
for
break.
break. All right.
Before we go to Mr. Narendra.
Yeah.
Yes, Narendra.
All right. So,
So
Straight
we'll be
Talk
back.
will be back after these reminders.
Nasa kamay mo ang swerte, ngunit hindi ito isang laro na para lang sa'yo. Dahil bukod sa pag-asang maging milyonaryo, ang pagtangkilik mo sa loto at ipapang produkto ng PCSO ay nakakalikom ng pondo para sa mga programang pangkalusugan, tulong at serbisyong medikal at kawang-gawa.
Lahat ng minimiting makakamtan sa PCSO.
Every time I'm on the road, I can expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. Now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Iba ng panahon, ang dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ang bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it sa centers, pati sa mga partners, may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still phone remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all.
Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
With Globe, our steps can lead us to millions of doors opening, millions of paths unfolding, and millions of reasons to keep going. Now's the time to be with a network that gets better every day for you.
Fiber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Fiber now.
Welcome back to Straight Talk. And Chito, can you introduce our...
A while ago, we're about to talk to Mr. Narendra. And there's a lot of problems regarding inputs among farms. And can you tell us, sir, if the company that you're working with is providing enough fungicides, right? Fungicides to
Perhaps you
help,
could...
Crop
you-
protection chemicals.
Yeah, perhaps you could introduce first
the company.
Indofil, Philippines.
See, as I mentioned earlier, Indofil Philippines, even though it is 5 years old company here, direct operation, but we are here from last 25 years through our distributors here. And as you know, that India is the 4th largest agrochemical producer in the world. And India is also 13th largest exporter to throughout the world. So Indofil is also one of the major player in this. And then we are supplying the agrochemical parts to the Philippines for last almost 25 years. If you see the importance of these agrochemicals, is that if you do not use the agrochemicals, as much as 60 to 80% of the crop can be damaged by insects, by weeds, by fungus, by nematodes, by rodents, and then by snails, etc. So, as far as Philippines is concerned, we are now supplying, Miss Indian producers are supplying close to around 15% of the total requirement.
15%.
15%. Do you think the government is giving enough support in terms of subsidies for farmers?
No, as far as agrochemicals are concerned, there is no such thing as subsidy. For the fertilizer, yes, it is applicable, but for the agrochemicals, it's not.
But this is needed by farmers.
Actually, government is doing on the wherever it is need base. Like when there is a pandemic of the rats, or there is a little bit more, there was a black bug attack in central Luzon part. So whenever there is when those such instances, Department of Agriculture is coming forward, contacting us, and then we are also helping them by not only by supplying the product, but also by giving the technology to the farmers. By the way, our company is also part of organization here called Crop Protection Association of the Philippines. And then currently myself, I am president of Pest Management Council of the Philippines. We are all academics, like in the pathology, in entomology, in weed science, pest control, crop life, all we come together. We our main job is to pass on the information or the research done by the local Filipino as well as the abroad researchers to the farmers. And we are engaged into that. It's not only the commercial aspect, but we are also going a step beyond to make sure that the technology, latest technology, is disseminated to the common Filipino farmers.
How many kinds of products that you distribute in the Philippines?
Predominantly it is fungicides followed by insecticide and with herbicides, that is to kill the weeds. And apart from that there is a rodenticide for the rats, then there is a molasticide for the snails, there is a nematicide for the nematodes, likewise. It's not only chemicals.
So it has a different name for
Yes.
rodents, for...
Yes, and the chemistries are totally different. And it's not only the chemistry, but also we are also giving a lot of biological inputs.
Are these manufactured in the Philippines or you import them from India?
We import from India mainly, but we also import from Japan, China, and Europe, etc.
Okay. So there is no manufacturing plant in the Philippines?
No, there is no, unfortunately no. But there is a formulation and packaging plants are there, well established in the Philippines.
Okay. So Mr. Dave, so during break I mentioned to you about importation of rice. Okay. So do you think, given that you know the farmers are are being taught with the technology, their new hybrids are being introduced, do you think the Philippines is sufficient in terms of rice production?
Okay. We all know that the Philippines, the staple food of the Filipinos is rice, right? And although we may not be self-sufficient as of now, a little bit of input definitely is happening in rice, but the steps taken by the government is definitely going to make sure that we will be self-sufficient. You may ask me why.
Yeah.
The government has taken a huge step in making sure that the hybrid area under rice gets expanded. And they have a target of 1.5 million hectares by end of 24-25. And that is actually giving a great amount of boost for the farmers to try the new hybrids, which are more yielding, high yielding, and tolerant to the diseases. And that actually makes them harvest more, which surely makes the imports lesser and lesser year on year. Although you cannot stop the imports in one time, but it should gradually come down. And especially with the recent Mandana's ruling, wherein the municipal
Devolution.
the municipalities have been given the authority to pick and choose the good hybrids. It's an excellent approach because most of the hybrids are geography specific, and if the farmer can actually pick up those hybrids very specific to those geographies, I'm sure the production of hybrid rice or the production of hybrid rice is going to go up. And second thing is the efficiency. The more efficient they are in producing the rice hybrids, they will be more profitable to the farmers, and more farmers would start adopting to the hybrids.
So geography would play a large role.
Definitely. The lowland rice cannot be grown in the highlands, or the highland rice cannot be grown in the lowlands. So if we are supplying the lowland rice to the highland, lowland hybrids to the highland hybrids, the farmer is not going to get the good yield. But with this present ruling, it's a fantastic approach. And secondly, added to that one, especially in rice, the imported seed is now coming down. There is a ruling in the government wherein at least for this year 30% has to be locally produced. So now what does that mean? We are also improving the economy of some of the farmers who are into the seed production of rice. So that actually gives a lot of encouragement for the rice industry as a whole.
How about Mindanao? How do you see Mindanao as a food basket? I think in terms of planting rice and other agricultural products.
Yeah, definitely. Rice and corn, you go across the Philippines, it's available everywhere, be it the rolling hills or the plains. But Mindanao, predominantly, there is a presence of rice and corn. Apart from that, it is well known for the fruits, especially the banana and the pineapple.
Pineapple.
So that's why my friend Narendra is so impressed about the Mindanao geography because of the chemical business that they have in the Mindanao Islands, right?
This is really very big.
So is the company or Indofil, very well the response. I mean the need for
Yes, ma'am. Actually,
agri-chemical.
if you see
The
all
dim-
the multinational plantations there, organized plantations there, like Dole, Del Monte, Stanfield, Dole, Stanfield.
So these are your clients.
Yes, Tadeco, Lapandan, Sumifru, and then all these companies are using our products, and then they are also dependent on the export for the Philippines. Actually, they are the main exporters for banana as well as pineapple.
So hybrid rice has a very good potential to be the answer for the Philippine agricultural sector in terms of self-sufficiency.
Yes, sure. It is because Filipinos cannot live without rice.
Correct.
And it becomes the important ingredient of agriculture, and the agriculture cannot forget, or agriculture companies cannot forget rice.
Yes, Filipinos get a bad mood if they don't have rice on the table for like they haven't eaten rice for like 2 days.
Even I have developed that one now.
All right, so Mr. Jigar, so my question is, you have been around, the country very often. Is the pump, how do you call that? Yung
Submersible pumps. Yeah,
Poso.
poso po, tama po.
Is it still widely used?
Ma'am, when it comes to the tubig, in India we have the canal for supplying tubig sa agriculture. Pero
Irrigation.
unlike dito sa Philippines, there is not that kind of setup that much for the government, from the government. So kaya yung pagdating na yung sa tubig, yan talaga ang source, which is groundwater. So when it comes to the groundwater, kailangan talaga kayo gumagawa kayo ng poso. And then when it comes to the water from underground, you will really require submersible pumps.
So,
Isn't it environmental, it causes environmental hazard?
Not
When you
exactly.
extract,
No, it's not exactly its affect to the environmental, but it will be affect pa rin. So dahil dyan, dito sa Manila area, basta sa NCR, bawal mag-drilling. Dahil sa yung high-rise building, so yung NCR area, bawal mag-drilling. So kaya that's why, bago mag-drill kayo dyan sa yung area nyo, kailangan pa rin kayo na maghanap kayo ng permit galing sa NWRB, which is National Water Resources Board. So pag wala kayo ng permit galing sa kanila, you cannot drill. Hindi pwede magawa kayo ng drilling sa
how
area
about
nyo.
yung mga existing?
Yung sa existing, meron pa rin sila ng sarili ng permit. Kahit sa water district, meron pa rin sila ng application sa NWRB bago mag-drill sila.
So they are not really abolishing or removing all these
The soil.
pumps. New ones need very kailangan i-screen,
Yep.
and permits have to be secured.
Exactly. And for that one, still in the Philippines, there's some clients, some drillers, they are using old technology for the drilling, and also for the after the drilling, the using of the products. It's called like parang casing, yung parang bahay ng poso, it's called casing. So it's so it will be not collapse. So that casing still hanggang na ginamit sila ng bakal, which is metal. So after all bakal, may kalawang pa rin. So dahil sa kalawang, kasi those water are supplying doon sa yung tao. For not exactly for the drinking, pero kahit sa yung for personal use and whatsoever. So kung may kalawang kasamang impurities sa tubig, which is affect pa rin doon sa yung health ng tao. So we are teaching also the clients like how to change it. Instead of bakal, pwede gagamitin sila ng UPVC. Kasi UPVC walang kalawang, and for pangmatagalan yan. Also for the riser pipe, so we are teaching them also how to develop new technology for the
So
drilling.
the kalawang is rust.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah. So is that the reason why when you use poso in washing clothes,
Yeah,
you're-
they're usually, the
Yeah.
clothes get,
There is a impurities kasama dyan sa yung tubig kasi yung it's called riser pipe. To after the pump the water, there will be the riser pipe who will pump out the water. Kasi yung submersible hanggang sa ilalim ng well. After that po yung riser pipe mismo, lumabas ang tubig. So in that one, doon sa yung riser pipe, may kalawang sa loob ng riser pipe. So when water is coming out, those all impurities also lumabas pa rin kasama dyan sa yung tubig. Pero water districts are having their filtration. Bago mag-supply sila sa barangay or sa tao, meron sila ng filtration plant. So mag-filter pa rin tapos nag-supply sila sa barangay.
So what? Yeah.
when our discussions get interesting, we have to, I guess, end the program. So
Yeah.
can we have your last words, sir?
Or
Parting words?
yeah. Or perhaps including your parting words. Your how more what more can you do? To help the agriculture sector, our farmers.
See, as far as crop protection industry is concerned, it is regulated by FPA, Fertilizer and Pesticide Authority, and then we are very happy to note that all the government support, including FPA as well as others, is really very on scientific basis, and they are very, very practical and very cooperative. So I'm sure that Indian companies who are here currently, there are 4 companies here. So we will be having more participation in future, and we will be bringing more agrochemicals as well as biological products, so that the total productivity of the agriculture in the Philippines will go up.
How about Mr. Dave?
Yeah. So specifically to talk about the last words for Bioseed, our main USP is affordability. So we operate on affordability because we want every farmer of Philippines to try the new technology at an affordable cost. So it's not the profit that always matters for an organization, but it is the consistency of existence of an organization and making sure that the farming wins actually. So we really want the farmers of the Philippines to be more advanced by using the technology. And the great amount of support that we have from the government, especially with respect to the approvals, is really good. If the government can still work more on the production areas, securing the production areas. Say for example, we are into rice and corn. Corn is also an important crop of the Philippines because of the piggeries that we have, because of the poultry that we have. But the production areas, the seed production areas are coming down because of the urbanization. So if there are certain rules and regulations made to curb that one, I think that will be a great help. But yes, please, we are pleased to serve the farming community of the Philippines.
So it's about the land conversion.
Yes.
It's another
Yeah,
interesting
it's
topic.
another interesting topic. So, Mr. Jigar?
So we are the lifeline, kami po ang lifeline ng agri.
Correct.
Yeah, without
Yep,
water.
without water. Not only sa agri, kahit yung basta sa essential sa tao, kami pa rin ang lifeline. So, and we are blessed, we are really feeling happy dahil sa yung president is now aggressive for agri sector. So, kaya for this year, we are hoping many more grants for the government departments, especially like national irrigation, water districts. So, which grants was pending since last long time dahil sa no funds or something whatsoever, the government reasons. But now we are really happy due to new management of the government. These all grants are getting grow, and those all are water districts, water works, those are getting also grow together with government projects. So it's a very good opportunity.
So you are feeling now, the efforts to,
The new government body.
improve the delivery of water as a basic necessity.
Yep, definitely.
Just to add to Jigar, now there are 2 undersecretaries who have come into the picture. One specifically for rice, the other for the other projects. I think that will give a lot of focus for agriculture now.
Oh.
Definitely.
Of course, and the president himself is still
Yeah, of course,
Agriculture.
that's an added advantage, icing on the cake.
That's icing on the
Yeah,
cake.
yeah. So, we wish we had more time to talk to you guys, and such a very interesting topics, because
Agriculture is a very interesting
agriculture is a major livelihood for the Filipinos. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
sir.
And thank you po mga ka-Tribu and Chito Lozada. Tune in again next Tuesday for another episode of Straight Talk.
Once again, I'm Gigi Arcilia. Watch Straight Talk live every Tuesday at 10 a.m. on Daily Tribune's Facebook and Tribune Now on YouTube.
So thank you very much,
Thank you.
gentlemen.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Is it okay to